Welcome friends. In this session, we introduce the concept of conicoids or say quadric surface, which is the path of the general equation of second degree. Then we move on to the transformation of second degree equation to different standard forms like ellipsoid, hyperboid, cone, etc. In the coming sessions, we discuss more about conicoids. Definition: the locus of a general equation of second degree ax square plus by square plus cz square plus 2fyz plus 2gzx plus 2hxy plus 2ux plus 2vy plus 2wz plus d is equal to 0. Equation number 1 is called a quadric surface or a conicoid. The general equation of the second degree contains 10 constants, but only 9 are effective. Thus, a conicoid can be determined to satisfy 9 conditions, each of which give rise to one relation between the constants. But it is not easy to determine the characteristics and location of a quadric surface corresponding to the general equation 1. Therefore, a suitable transformation of the coordinate axis is adopted to reduce the general equation of the second degree to a number of standard forms like ellipsoid, hyperboloid of one sheet, hyperboloid of two sheet, etc. Now, let us discuss the nature and shape of the surfaces. The ellipsoid. The locus of the equation x square by a square plus y square by b square plus z square by c square is equal to 1. Equation number 2 is called an ellipsoid. See figure 1. The center. If alpha, beta, gamma be the coordinate of any point on 2, then alpha square by a square plus beta square by b square plus gamma square by c square is equal to 1, or minus alpha square by a square plus minus beta square by b square plus minus gamma square by c square is equal to 1. This shows that the point minus alpha, minus beta, minus gamma also lies on 2. But these points are on a straight line through the origin and are equidistant from the origin, as origin is the middle point of the line joining these points. Hence, the origin bisects every chord which passes through it and is called the center of the surface. Thus, the origin is the center of ellipsoid 2. Symmetry. If the point with coordinates alpha, beta, gamma lies on 2, then so does also the point alpha, beta, minus gamma. The middle point of the line joining these points is alpha, beta, 0. This point lies on the XOY plane, that is z is equal to 0 plane, and also the line is perpendicular to this plane. Hence, XOY plane bisects every chord perpendicular to it, and therefore the surface is symmetrical with respect to this plane. Similarly, it can be shown that the surface is symmetrical with respect to the YOZ and the ZOX planes. These three planes are called the principal planes of the ellipsoid. The three lines of intersection of three principal planes taken in pairs are called the principal axis of the ellipsoid. In this case, the coordinate axes are the principal axis. Surface is closed. Let A, B, C in 2 be in the descending order of magnitude, that is A greater than B greater than C, so that alpha, beta, gamma being on this surface, we see that alpha square by a square plus beta square by a square plus gamma square by a square less than or equal to 1, and alpha square by c square plus beta square by c square plus gamma square by c square less than or equal to 1. This shows that no point on the surface is at a distance greater than a or less than c from the origin. The surface is therefore limited in every direction. Also, the x coordinate of any point on this surface cannot numerically exceed a, for otherwise the first term along in 2 would be greater than 1, and thus either y or z will be imaginary. Similarly, the y coordinate and z coordinate of any point cannot numerically exceed b and c respectively. Therefore, the surface is bounded by the planes. X is equal to plus or minus a, y is equal to plus or minus b, z is equal to plus or minus c. That is, the surface is closed. Section of the surface. The section of the surface 2 by the plane z is equal to k parallel to x or y plane is given by the equations z is equal to k, x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 minus k square by c square. This is an ellipse with its semi-axis a square root of 1 minus k square by c square, b into square root of 1 minus k square by c square, and center on the z axis. This is a real ellipse if k square less than c square, a point ellipse if k square is equal to c square, and an imaginary ellipse if k square greater than c square. The surface is therefore generated by a variable ellipse whose plane is parallel to the plane z is equal to 0 and whose center lies on z axis. This ellipse diminishes in size as k varies from 0 to c or from 0 to minus c. Similarly, it can be shown that the sections by the planes parallel to other coordinate planes are also ellipse and the ellipsoid is generated by them. Note, if two of the three quantities a, b and c in the equation of the surface are equal, the sections parallel to one of the coordinate planes are circles. Thus, taking b is equal to c and choosing a permissible value x naught for x, we have the equation y square plus z square is equal to b square into 1 minus x naught square by a square of a circle parallel to the y-o-z plane. The equation x square by a square plus y square plus z square by b square is equal to 1 of the surface therefore represents an ellipsoid of revolution found by revolving the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, z is equal to 0 about its major axis. This is known as a floret spheroid. Note, a surface generated by revolving a plane curve about a straight line is called a surface of revolution. Lengths of the axis. The x axis, that is y is equal to 0, z is equal to 0, meets the surface in the 2 points a 0 0 and minus a 0 0. Thus, the surface intercepts a length 2a on the x axis. Similarly, the lengths intercepted on y and z axis are 2b and 2c respectively. The lengths 2a, 2b, 2c intercepted on the principal axis are called the length of the axis of the ellipsoid. The hyperboloid of one sheet. The surface represented by the equation x square by a square plus y square by b square minus z square by c square is equal to 1, equation number 3, is called a hyperboloid of one sheet. Nature and shape of the surface. See figure 2. Origin is the center of the surface represented by 3. The surface is symmetrical with respect to each of the coordinate planes are the principal planes of the surface. The coordinate axes are its principal axis. The surface is obviously unbounded, for each of the coordinate x, y and z can take any values provided only that x square by a square plus y square by b square is not less than unity. The section of the surface by the plane z is equal to k, that is parallel to x o y plane, is given by the equations z is equal to k, x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 plus k square by c square. The section is therefore an ellipse whose semi-axes are a into square root of 1 plus k square by c square, b into square root of 1 plus k square by c square, and whose center lies on z axis and which increases in size as k increases. There is no limit to the increase of k. The surface may therefore be generated by the variable ellipse parallel to the xy plane, which increases in size as it moves rather away from the coordinate planes, that is, as k varies from 0 to infinity or from 0 to minus infinity. But the sections of this surface parallel to the other coordinate planes are not ellipse. Thus, the sections by the planes x is equal to k, that is parallel to y or z plane, and y is equal to h, that is parallel to z o x plane, are hyperbolas. X is equal to k, y square by b square minus z square by c square is equal to 1 minus k square by a square, and y is equal to h, x square by a square minus z square by c square is equal to 1 minus h square by b square respectively. The x axis meets the surface in the 2 points a 0 0 and minus a 0 0, and thus the length intercepted on x axis is 2a. Similarly, the length intercepted on y axis is 2b, whereas the z axis does not meet the surface in real points. Hyperboloid of two sheets. The surface represented by x square by a square minus y square by b square minus z square by c square is equal to 1, equation number 4, is called an hyperboloid of two sheets. Similarly, to the case of ellipsoid, we can prove the nature and the shape of the hyperboloid of two sheets. See figure 3. Origin is the center of the surface represented by 4. The surface is symmetric with respect to the coordinate plane. The coordinate planes are the principal planes and the coordinate axis principal axis of the surface. The surface is unbounded in all the coordinates x, y, z, but the intersection with y axis and z axis are imaginary. The section of the surface by the plane x is equal to k is given by the equation x is equal to k, y square by b square plus z square by c square is equal to k square by a square minus 1. The section is therefore an ellipse with semi-axis b into root of k square by a square minus 1, c into root of k square by a square minus 1. It is a real ellipse if k square is equal to a square, and an imaginary ellipse if k square less than a square. Thus, there is no portion of the surface included between the planes x is equal to minus a and x is equal to a. For x square greater than a square, the section is a real ellipse and it increases in size as k increases. The section by the planes y is equal to k and z is equal to k are the hyperbolas. X square by a square minus z square by c square is equal to 1 plus k square by b square, y is equal to k, and x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1 plus k square by c square, z is equal to k respectively. These hyperbolas extend to infinity as k varies from 0 to infinity or from 0 to minus infinity. Thus, this surface may also be considered as generated by variable hyperbolas parallel to ZOX and XOY planes and is consequently called a hyperboloid of two sheets. The x-axis meets the surface in the 2 points a 0 0 and minus a 0 0, and therefore, the length intercepted on x-axis is 2a, whereas the y and z axis meet the surface in imaginary points. Example 1. Find the equation of the tangent plane to the conicoid at 2x square minus 6y square plus 3 z square is equal to 5 at the point 1, 0, minus 1. Solution. The equation of the tangent plane to the given conicoid at alpha, beta, gamma is 2x alpha minus 6y beta plus 3z gamma is equal to 5. Therefore, the required tangent plane at 1, 0, minus 1 is 2x into 1 minus 6y into 0 plus 3z into minus 1 is equal to 5, or 2x minus 3z is equal to 5. Example 2. Tangent planes are drawn to the conicoid ax square plus by square plus cz square is equal to 1 through alpha, beta, gamma. Show that the perpendiculars from the center of the conicoid to these planes generate the cone alpha x plus beta y plus gamma z whole square is equal to x square by a plus y square by b plus z square by c. Solution. Any plane through alpha, beta, gamma is L into x minus alpha plus m into y minus beta plus n into z minus gamma is equal to 0, or Lx plus my plus nz is equal to L alpha plus m beta plus n gamma. Equation number 5. If it is a tangent plane to the given conicoid, then L square by a plus m square by b plus n square by c is equal to L alpha plus m beta plus n gamma whole square. Equation number 6. Also, the equation of the line through the center 0, 0, 0 of the conicoid perpendicular to 5 is x by L is equal to y by m is equal to z by n. Equation number 7. Its locus is obtained by eliminating L, m, n between 6 and 7 and is x square by a plus y square by b plus z square by c is equal to alpha x plus beta y plus gamma z whole square. Example 3. Find the equation of the tangent planes to 7x square plus 5y square plus 3z square is equal to 0, which pass through the line 7x plus 10y is equal to 30, 5y minus 3z is equal to 0. Solution. Any plane through the line 7x plus 10y minus 30 is equal to 0, 5y minus 3z is equal to 0 is 7x plus 10y minus 30 plus 1 lambda into 5y minus 3z is equal to 0, or 7x plus 10y plus 5 lambda into y minus 3 lambda z is equal to 30. If it touches the conicoid 7x square plus 5y square plus 3z square is equal to 60, then by L square by a plus m square by b plus n square by c is equal to p square, we get 60 into 7 square by 7 plus 60 into 10 plus 5 lambda whole square by 5 plus 60 into minus 3 lambda square by 3 is equal to 30 square. That is 420 plus 12 into 100 plus 100 lambda plus 25 lambda square plus 20 into 9 lambda square, which is equal to 900, or 2 lambda square plus 5 lambda is equal to 3 plus 0, or lambda plus 1 into 2 lambda plus 3 is equal to 0, which implies lambda is equal to minus 1 or is equal to minus 3 by 2. Now, let us summarize the session. In this session, we discuss the quadric surfaces which are locus of the general second degree, followed by some of the nature and geometric properties of the surfaces like ellipsoid, hyperboloid, etc. Before moving to the next session, let us try to answer these questions. 1. Explain the nature and geometric properties of elliptical paraboloid and hyperbolic paraboloid. 2. Discuss the shape of the surface imaginary cone. 3. explain elliptical cylinder. Hope you enjoy the session. See you next time. Till then, take care.